No matter where you are in the world, CSL Dallas is here as your spiritual home. As a reminder, every day is a day for transformation, spiritual deepening, and heart connection, no matter what's going on. Every day we learn and practice something important that makes a difference. We invite you to come along with us as we walk the path on our journey to awakening. The soul is calling. So let's get ready for today's celebration by putting your hands together for the CSL Dallas music team.
Hello and welcome. That was lovely, thank you. You know, my name's Deirdre Tinker, and my son Andrew Tinker wrote that song. Yep. But I'm just gonna, this is not on my notes, but you know. When he sings it, it's very reverent, and it's forever. Miss Candy just made it forever Anyway, I love that. So thank you very much. So let's just begin. We're here to start our statement, which is our purpose. And it goes, oh, we better click it. Let's put it on here. Nope, there. Oh, well, there you go. Wouldn't it? I'd start backwards. Here we go. It's because it's upside down. That's why. I was going forward. I thought, that's so crazy. The clicker was upside down. Thank you. Okay, let's start our purpose. You ready? Say it with me. We are radically inclusive, spiritually progressive, transforming lives. And so it is. So thank you. Okay, the first question is, what is consciousness? And there will be a test, so if you'd like to raise your hand. No, that's a joke. It's the question that we've all been pondering since the beginning of time. So, starting on Thursday, July 16th, you can unveil the mysteries of consciousness, its boundless possibilities, pervasive presence, and underlying laws in the course of consciousness and the creative process. It's led by our practitioner and teacher, Carol Merlot. And you can journey along ancient mystics and modern scientists as we uncover the intersection of neuroscience, quantum physics, and spirituality. Discover the profound insights that early New Thought pioneers ventured into and that are now validated by contemporary understanding. This course is in person and online, so you can sign up at csldallas.org/education. And many of you may also remember the former music director, Kirby Welch. Kirby's been away, but he's been expanding his music career, and he composed a spectacular soundscope meditation that he's bringing to CSL Dallas. So you can mark your calendars for the Saturday night, July 8th, and give yourself a deeper sense of relaxation through the introspective sound journey. It includes a blend of live music and electric and acoustic guitar, ambient and experiential sounds. It's creating a space for contemplation, resonance, and inspiration. And the entire concert will be done in candlelight. So come support Kirby in this candlelight concert and get your tickets online. Okay, and at CSL Dallas, we understand that dealing with mental health challenges can be overwhelming and that we do not have to face them alone. So 1 month from now, we'll be hosting a mental health weekend retreat. It's guided by licensed and experienced facilitators, and this retreat offers a safe and supportive environment where you'll receive valuable insight, tools, and practices to help you overcome the weight of the hurdles like trauma, anxiety, and depression. So, mental health affects us all, and here's a place that we can come and support each other with that. So this is the weekend of July 23rd, or 21st through the 23rd, and it's your time to find a path for inner peace and build resilience for our lives and ground experience in spiritual truth. So those tickets are also early bird tickets that you can get, and you need to get them by June 24th. Next, we have our amazing and wonderful Managing Director, Brianna Ebmeyer, and she's going to share some news as she manages what she's about to share.
Isn't it awesome to see Deirdre Tinker up on the platform? I love seeing Deirdre Tinker, who is, of course, the beloved of Joe Tinker, who is actually, I don't know if you guys know, you probably do, for the past, I don't know how many decades, Joe has been a platform announcer and also is the lead, the chair of the team of our platform announcers and coordinates, who's up here facilitating on Sundays. I am super excited today. I have the privilege of sharing with you two big announcements in the life of our community. I would like to invite these two lovely ladies to stand, if you could, right here on the right side of me so that the camera can capture you. So, first announcement is Stephanie Ward, who you all know is our Joy Village coordinator, is moving to Austin to take on the role of director of a brand new Montessori school. Yes. Yes. in applying what she has learned here at the center and following her passion in trusting the process of life. Her highest and best is unfolding, and we are delighted to be able to tithe her to the universe. She has brought her heart and soul to the position these past 18 months, all while working full-time as a Montessori guide at Alcuin School and being an active mom of 4. Utterly amazing. She has been a strong and vocal advocate for our youth and families in our community. She has taken on her role with a warmth and a passion and a love. She has brought much needed stability and growth and fun to Joy Village. She has brought unique ideas, unique events, and an atmosphere of groundedness and love to the whole team and to Joy Village. I'm happy to say her mother, Lorena, and her sister, Izzy, will continue to work in Joy Village as they have in these past months. So we're excited that her family will remain connected to us, those who still live here in Dallas. So please join me in thanking Stephanie for bringing her piece of the vision to our community. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you. And then my second big announcement is I am also delighted to introduce to you Katrina Hawkins, who started this very week as our brand new Joy Village manager. Welcome, Katrina. So I'm thrilled to let you know that we have actually up-leveled our commitment to youth and family. So Katrina is actually, the position is now, we have added 5 hours onto the position as we continue to invest and emerge, right, Joy Village into its Joy Village 2.0. Right? Katrina is a vocational rehabilitation counselor. So she brings not only that enormous experience to our community, but also over 15 years of experience, both paid and volunteer, in youth and family ministry. Right on. That's right. Katrina recently moved to DFW and has been attending CSL Dallas. Her favorite is Dr. Petra's Sunday Science of Mind class. No surprise there, right? She is diving very deep into the study and application of spirituality and metaphysics personally and through pursuing a metaphysical graduate degree. Please stop by Joy Village, give Katrina a hug, welcome her to our community. Welcome, Katrina.
So thank you. Thank y'all. We're gonna, I have it on here, so I had to write something else. Here's the deal. Whether you're doing this for the first time like me, which I'm not, but I'm trying to act like I am, or if you've been connected for years, welcome. And however you found us today, in person or online, we'd love for you to stay in touch with us. These are all the ways in which you can stay in touch. So you can do it by social media. You can leave a Google review. You could sign up for our weekly newsletter, an inspirational text. You could do it by filling out the Connect card from the link in the chat line that's online. Or you could do it at the welcome table across the breezeway, but stay connected to all of us because there's a lot happening here at CSL Dallas. And now, I'm going to settle, you can settle, we're all going to settle this morning with our music team, Miss Candy, Sharon, Jerry, and Val. And let's center with our practitioner, Sherry Wood, as we go within.
Loving Spirit dwells in me. This is my divinity. As within, so without.
So I invite you to join me by going within, remembering that powerful truth, that Spirit as that divine love that knows no depths, that knows no boundaries, that is truly boundless, unlimited, unconditional in nature, is the very truth of who you are. It is the very truth of who I am. It is the very truth of all life itself, without exception. No one, no thing is left outside of that allness, of that oneness, of that wholeness of life. And so it is into that deep knowing that we come together this morning in celebration. And on this day, we acknowledge and honor fathers in all the many forms that they show up in the world. As mentors, as coaches, as guides, as leaders. For all those who have tried and fallen short. For all those who have succeeded beyond their wildest expectations. We simply say thank you. From that place of gratitude, from that place of deep compassion, for the presence of that masculine energy in each of our lives. So as we enter through this journey together, we know that we're not alone. We know that each of us is here by divine appointment. And to our right and to our left and in front and behind, there are those angels who are always whispering, who are always supporting, who are always reminding us of the truth that we already know we are. So once again, breathe into that truth, that wellspring of love that is here as you, as me, as all of us. So I invite you to join me, affirming this to be so, and so it is.
Loving Spirit dwells in us. This is my divinity. As within, so without. All I need is here and now. Where there's air, let me love. May I have no fear. All the power, all the glory, I surrender, let it be. Loving Spirit dwells in me, now and evermore. All right now. All right now. Here we go, here we go. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light. Everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light. Everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one. One big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Everybody, get up on your feet. See reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Oh, let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light. Everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light. Everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Come on, come on, come on. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light. Everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light. Everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Hey, hey,
Yes. Thank you, ladies. Give him some. Give him some love. Give him some love. So here's a song from James Taylor, right here. One, two. The secret of life is enjoying the passage of time. Any fool can do it. There ain't nothing to it. Oh, nobody knows how we got to the top of the hill. But since we're on our way down, we might as well enjoy the ride. Well, the secret of love is in opening up your heart. It's okay to feel afraid, but don't let that stand in your way. No, no, no. 'Cause everyone knows that love is the only road. And since we're only here for a while, we might as well show some style. Hey, give us a smile. It's a lovely ride. Sliding down and gliding down. Try not to try too hard. It's a lovely ride. Oh, Brad. isn't really real. See, it's just your point of view. How does it feel to you out there? You see, Einstein said we could never understand it all. Planets spinning through space, the smile that's on your face. Hey, welcome to the human race. It's a lovely ride, sliding down and gliding down, and try not to try too hard. It's a lovely ride. Yeah, 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 it's a lovely ride. And we're sliding down and gliding down. Try not to try too hard. It's a lovely ride. The secret of life is enjoying the passage of time. Thank you very much.
Good morning. So, well, first, thank you to the music team, the band, Candy. That was beautiful. So, my name is Faye Abdus-Salam, and I am a spiritual coach here, and I'm also in ministerial school. I graduate next year, by the way. So my topic today, the talk is going to be, it's a journey, not a destination. I'm a little raw emotionally. When I wrote the talk, a few weeks ago, it was like, oh, no brainer. I went through it, but the last 24, 48 hours, it's been working me. So bear with me. So this morning I found out, there's going to be a video that we're going to show. And when I saw the video, I was like, that is so where I am. And so that's going to be the direction that I've taken this morning with the talk. So take a look.
It's a journey, not a destination. Did you know this quote was from Ralph Waldo Emerson? Now that we located ourselves on the map of states and stages of consciousness, we can get very serious about arriving there, wherever we think there is, enlightenment, heaven, or continual inner peace. We can become discouraged along the way because we don't feel like it's happening fast enough. We can also be disappointed when we find ourselves falling back into old patterns of thinking, feeling, and behaving, even though we know better. But it's a journey. That's why it's called spiritual practice. We don't actually ever arrive because we are always becoming more of who we are and who we are meant to become. It is possible to experience an awakening in this life through realizing just how precious each moment, each mental process, and each breath truly is. Christy Turlington. Holmes reminds us that all is infinite being and all is eternally becoming. This week, we explore the symptoms of inner peace so that we can truly enjoy the journey.
So when I was first looking at the talk topic, this quote came to mind. The most important thing on your tombstone is the dash. It's what you did while you were here. That quote is by Linda Ellis. And she has a poem, a beautiful poem that she wrote about the dash, and you can look it up if you'd like. And so what I want to talk about is the enjoyment of the journey. The Journey to Awakening Guide this month, Dr. Petra talks about enjoying the process of awakening. And the thing is, I realized in the last couple days, I don't always enjoy it. It's not always fun. And if you know me, I'm all about playing, laughing, and having fun. So along my spiritual journey, I was raised in a Christian household. I grew up Baptist, and at some point, I felt stagnant and like I needed to get past that. I was outgrowing Christianity. And so I ended up studying Islam. And then I went through that pattern, that path. And at some point, I felt like I was stagnant and I needed to expand some more. And then I went into metaphysics. And then after that, coming here to CSL. The thing about my journey, there were points where I felt hurt, I felt loneliness, and I felt grief, a lot of grief, because I was having to release that old part of me and what no longer served me as I stepped into what was calling me. And since I was a kid, I've always had a pattern where I would set a goal, I'd accomplish it, then I'd move on to the next thing. I was all about checking stuff off my list. I don't know if I have some checkers in here. The thing, though, is at the same time, even though I was accomplishing things, I was still not happy. It felt like there had to be something more. And so, Ralph Waldo Emerson says that life is a journey, not a destination. He also says to finish the moment, to find the journey's end in every step of the road, to live the greatest number of good hours is wisdom. This opened me deeply as I clearly saw and understood that I hadn't been fully committed to the awakening process. I was saying yes and going with the motions, but not fully on board. I was half showing up, doing just enough to get by and to get some demonstrations here and there while not fully allowing the transformation, the full transformation to happen. And so I love to dance. When I started viewing life as a dance, I began to relax more into the process. Barbara DeAngelo says, the journey in between what you once were and who you are now becoming is where the dance of life takes place. So, the dance takes place in the process. Let's take a moment to review that process. Last week, Dr. Petra talked about the 4 states and stages of consciousness. The first stage is to me, which is the victim. Stage 2 is by me, the doer. Stage 3 is through me, the channel. And then stage 4 is as me, the presence. Being in the process is having the awareness of who we become as we move from stage to stage. The lives that are touched or that touch us, or even how we expand or add to the collective consciousness because of our growth and expansion. Now, while we move between the 4 stages, as we awaken and allow our spiritual evolution, we can hang out in 3 and 4 and we can hang out in 3 and 4 more often. What I've experienced, though, moving through these stages is the desire to get to 4 and stay there. That's not realistic. I just want to point that out. As a human, I'm going to experience life and all that comes with it, which includes the ups and downs. If I ended up in stage 1, in the victimhood, in the victim area, I threw a tantrum. Recently, I saw an interview where a guy talked about feeling the highs and lows of life. He talked about how there are times where he's really, really high, and then he was really, really low, and he didn't necessarily like that low. And the therapist that he was talking to shared with him, she said, well, think about a heart monitor. She was like, on a heart monitor, it goes up and down, up and down, up and down. If you don't have that, you flatline. What happens when you flatline? You die. And so it just gave me a totally different understanding of what it means to allow that ebb and flow of life. I also had an image in my mind of the ocean, the ebb and flow of the water going back and forth. It doesn't keep coming in, and it doesn't keep going out. And then I remembered being in water, I love to float, and I love to be on the waves and allow it to just move me. If I'm resistant to that, then I don't enjoy it. But when I just go with the flow, it's very enjoyable. And so Maya Angelou says, life is pure adventure. And the sooner we realize that, the quicker we will be able to treat life as art. And we'll be able to create a masterpiece of our own. The other thing about just staying in one stage or state is that it wouldn't be fun. I've experienced this at times, and I would become very bored. Years ago, I was aware that I had created a life with no drama. The most stress I'd experienced was traffic. I eventually got bored with life, and I don't know about you, that's when I create chaos. I don't like being bored, and it was interesting because this morning as I was just going through my spiritual practice, preparing for today, I came across a video of Steve Harvey, and he said, the boredom of normalcy and the numbness of mediocrity stiffens your passion. And I had to sit with that. I was like, that makes a lot of sense, because I remembered being in phases of boredom and being just discontent, not happy, and eventually feeling numbness because I knew there was something greater. I just didn't necessarily know how to get there or how to move through it. And so years ago, I remembered one of my sisters calling me, and she just was showing a lot of appreciation and gratitude. She was saying, you know it's been hard for you on your spiritual journey, feeling like you were the black sheep or being treated. However, you felt the family treated you because you had to go your path. And she shared that because I stayed on my path, that gave her the freedom to go on hers. Because I had done my work, there was a time where she lived with me, and I had created a safe space for her to figure out her journey. Whether it was messy or not, she had the space to do so. And so now, like, she'll text or call every now and then. She's like, thank you so much, because not only am I able to support myself and coach myself through the process, I'm able to support other people, specifically my nieces and nephews, because they'll call every now and then. They're like, hey, can you help me with this? Can you talk to me about this? And so because of the work I've done, I think there's a saying where when we do our own personal work, we heal 7 generations going forward and back. And so that helps me to stand in knowing that I've done what I needed to do, and that I can continue to do it, because it not only just affects me, but it affects my ancestors, and it affects those coming behind me, as well as those around me, those that I interact with. So in her sharing with me this gratitude, it helped me to shift to my own gratitude for myself. As I said before, I'd check it off the list and I'd move on without really taking time to celebrate what I had accomplished. And so I was able to really sit in what I had done, how far I had come, and really appreciate the work I had done, I was doing, and that I will do. I am doing all of that. And the thing about moving between stages that I learned was there has to be an acknowledgement and an acceptance. Because if we don't acknowledge and accept what is, you can't move through it and move to the next phase. If I'm in victimhood and don't acknowledge and accept what I'm experiencing, I can't move to the next phase or the next stage, the by me, to do something about it. Or if I'm in the by me, I have to accept and acknowledge what is so that I can move to the through me. So before I mentioned I experienced hurt, loneliness, and grief, but that was because I hadn't accepted and honored my truth. I took actions to follow it, but was afraid of judgment, so I did it alone. It was a choice to protect myself, so I thought. In hindsight, I was never alone. There were people who had and have joined me along the way. As I was creating the list, going through the people that have left an imprint on my life, what I realized, it was a lot of men. There are a lot of people that have left an imprint on my life, men and women, but specifically the key moments that shifted my consciousness and opened me up and expanded me in powerful ways. These are the people that I wanted to show appreciation for. It's Father's Day, so I was tickled that a lot of the names that I had listed were men. And I was like, you know what? The women, I'll do a Mother's Day one day or something. But for now, I'm going to focus on the men. And so I want all the men in the room, and I say men in general, whether you're a father or not, because some of the people on this list, they are not fathers as far as having children, but they poured into me. They poured into me in a way that fathered me. And so I want all the men to stand and we show appreciation for Father's Day. I say to you, thank you, because you never know whose life you're going to touch. You never know whose life will be changed as a result of your presence. So thank you. So I close by returning to the story of my journey. Because I was willing to say with the process, I have been able to experience my true essence, what I bring to the world. I'm not one for small talk. Actually, I do it very badly. I stutter, I say the wrong thing. But if it's deep conversation, I could do that all day. And so what I learned about myself is that I can go deep very quickly. I can do it like in a 5-minute conversation or a 15-minute conversation. And I've been able to have the most beautiful conversations. I'm sorry, I lost my place. Oh, there we go. I've been able to have the most beautiful conversations with people that I meet. I get to see the expansion in my coaching clients. I get to see how their lives change. I get to not only expand other people's consciousness, but also expand mine. I was having a conversation with someone a few days ago, and we were just talking about how when we're on our path, and the person said, yeah, it doesn't matter how long I take and what I do, God is always waiting there for me. And I was like, yeah, it's like, I'm a chill. You go do what you do. I'm going to be here waiting. And he said, yes, holy patience. And I was like, holy patience? What if I had holy patience with myself? What if I had holy patience with everybody else, with the people driving in traffic? And so I also get to just be with everything that I'm experiencing and know that it's okay. Not judge it, not call it good or bad. It just is. That's what I'm experiencing. And honor it. One of the things that I realized too about resistance, because I had a judgment about me resisting the process. Resistance is needed. If you think about a plane, when it takes off, it has to have a certain amount of resistance for it all to work. The other deal is, that came to mind, is resistance in exercising, weight training or strength training. There has to be resistance to build the muscle. So resistance is not necessarily a bad thing. It's just a part of the process. So it's okay to just be with the process, to stick with it, and be okay with it not feeling good all the time. Because it's not going to feel good all the time. There are going to be moments where we're dissatisfied, or we're not happy, or we're bored. As you continue your journey, notice what you notice. Are you walking the journey alone or with others? Are there any signposts? What are the stumbling blocks along the way? As well as, what are the highlights? Are you playing it safe? Have you gotten bored or complacent? How do you know you are, in fact, on your journey? Our journeys are different and unique. We all have different practices and different ways of being. Some of my practices are spiritual mind treatment, affirmations, meditation, animal totems, signs and symbols, and dream interpretation. You may have some of those, or you may have different ones. But just remember, life is a journey. It's not where you end up, but it's how you got there. I don't know who said it. It's unknown. I invite you to give yourself permission to fully express your unique individuality. The whole is waiting patiently for you to share what you have to offer life. This is how we create a world that works for everyone, and especially for ourselves. Thank you.
She talked about that it was just all the moments, and what I realized while I was out there was that I did the whole spectrum of the journey. I had the victim story of the clicker, and then I did it, and then I talked about my son through me, and then I settled into the presence. And so I just became aware of how quickly we can go through that. And today we've asked our greeters to come forward to prepare us to be able to show how we support this community. So we invite you to give generously here at CSL Dallas, knowing that as you give, the law of circulation multiplies that gift to you, and it does to many others. So we'll begin with our affirmation. Can you click it for us, please? Thanks. So this is our abundance affirmation, and we'll say it together. We live in a loving, supporting you with infinite abundance all around. I expect only good and accept only good in my life and for all people. I gratefully share my prosperity that it may flow to CSL Dallas and the world right here and right now. And so it is. And there are lots of ways that you can give. You could do it through text giving, Venmo, PayPal, auto tithing, or you can use this basket as it's passed along, and you pick which option is best for you. And now we're going to talk about what's coming up. We have this Saturday, Reverend Karen Fry is going to do her board breaking workshop. And what that means is that you'll be able to break a board. And this little piece of paper says, and why should I do that? Well, it's just a perfect example of having a limited belief and then working through it, the resistance into reimagining, and it's designed especially to address that paradigm. So you can break through your limitations and go into new possibilities June 24th from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. And you sign up again online, csldallas.org/events. And what's happening in person next Sunday is that we're hosting a free sustainability training where you can discover actionable steps to help you move toward a greener future. So it's led by members of the Core Council, and together they'll create a personalized checklist so that you can live more sustainable. Yeah, thank you. That was lovely. See, we can do this together. Sustainably. The training is Sunday, June 25th, and you RSVP online. And every Sunday, we receive direct spiritual support from our licensed spiritual coaches. And these sessions are free. They take place in person and online immediately after the celebration. So if you're on campus, you can head to the Peace Room across the breezeway. And if you're online, you can find the link that's posted in the chat that you can join Zoom. So now, let's close together with our amazing music team, and here they go.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please stand? We're going to honor Juneteenth and honor everyone in their journey right now.